All right, guys, I'm set up at this driveway. Customer told me it was dirt. It is rust. So I called him and said, hey man, I can't do this for 150. This is gonna be a lot more because of chemicals. I said 300 bucks. He said, no way, just do the best you can. I said, all right. I threw a little bit of One Restore on there just because I'm a nice guy. Put a little bit in there with some SH. I'm gonna saturate this driveway, let it chill, throw a little groundskeeper on there because I'm a nice guy. We agreed to, instead of 350, 300. So let's get it clean. So I just X-jetted some F9 groundskeeper on here. I can already tell it's making a big difference. I'll let this chill for a little bit, and then I'll go over it with my 20-inch and my hot water, and we'll see what happens. Rust is coming up, no problem, guys. Little chemical, little hot water. Boom shakalaka. All right, guys, so I'm at the Tulsa Apartment Association trade show. I've been waiting for this day for a long time. This is a great opportunity to get in front of a lot of property managers. Case & Associates is the group I really want to build a relationship with, get to know. They manage a lot of properties throughout Tulsa. So I've got my display set out. Obviously, my main attraction is my truck. Seeing my machines. I have my surface cleaners out, my wands, different nozzles, my window cleaning supplies, my business cards and flyers on the table out here. I'll get out and show you in a second my setup. Got some new shirts ordered. I only ordered 2 of these just to see how they turn out. It's like a Nike dry fit. They turned out pretty good. I'm gonna make this a little bigger on the next round. But yeah, this is just a great opportunity, guys, to get in front of people, get to meet people, get to meet other vendors, and we'll see if there's any property managers who need some work at an apartment or whatever business or property they manage. So hopefully I'll get some hot leads that will convert into some business, and at least I'll get to meet some people, and people will get to see who I am and what I do, and they'll get to see my equipment. So this is a big event. We'll see if something big comes from it. All right, guys, I'll show you the setup or my display here in a second. All right, guys, so here's my setup. I've already gotten like 8 estimates to go do from this, so huge investment. Great way to meet people. People are loving the truck, loving my display here. They love the surface cleaners. I put a few chemicals out, window cleaning supplies, all the nozzles, some guns. This is the trade show, guys. Making a lot of good connections, building some relationships, and converting some leads into jobs. Well, guys, I am just absolutely blown away about how well that event was going. I hate that I had to leave, but I got to get home to my wife and babies. But I made some incredible connections. I would say 20 people said they were going to call me. I feel like the more serious ones are the ones who gave me their card as well. I am for sure going out and putting in 2 estimates for apartment complexes. And I had like I said, a bunch of other people say that they need a window cleaner, they need their gutters cleaned out, they need their breezeways cleaned. So it was just, I'm overwhelmed by just how well that went. You know, I was kind of skeptical at first. There was really no one there. I was like, man, where are all the people? And then just like a flood, the floodgates opened up, and then here comes everyone. And they loved my rig, they loved my setup. I got to tell them about my equipment, about my company, the properties that I clean for, just to give myself credibility. And actually the apartment complex I cleaned about a month ago asked me to come out and they had a huge paint spill, and they want me to get that up for them. So yeah, guys, I mean, I'm about to get a lot of calls from various commercial properties and apartment complexes because of that event. So it's pretty pricey to be a part of this association, and it's pricey to be a part of that event, but I mean, the return on investment is going to be exponential. I mean, there's just no telling, you know, what kind of jobs just came from that. So I have some pretty hot leads right now. We'll see how many of those actually convert into jobs. I feel like a good bit will. I mean, out of the 20, I bet 5 or 6 will actually turn into jobs. But that's really good. You know, that's 5 or 6 jobs I didn't have before. I'm just trying to be very realistic and level-headed. It's easy to get excited, you know, but people love to talk. It's a networking event. They say they're going to call you, but you know, that's what they're supposed to say. But I could tell the ones that are, you know, that are serious, they were asking a lot of questions. They made sure they gave me their card. But I'm definitely glad that I went to that event. I'm glad that I'm a part of this association, and hopefully we'll see some of these leads, you know, convert to some real jobs. So I got some really hot leads out there from that event. So guys, I really encourage y'all to get a part of some kind of association in your city, in your area, and get involved, and you know, get to know property managers and just get your name out there. You know, I mean, I don't know how many eyes got to see my rig today. So I got a lot of exposure, and just because they didn't really need my services now, you know, that doesn't mean they're not going to need me in the future. Everyone who came by the table grabbed my card, so they have my card and my flyer. But anyways, guys, very successful day. Got to knock out a job this morning. Got to go to a very awesome trade show, and we'll see what comes of it. All right, guys, Scott Lett, Pro Exterior Cleaning. So I had a crazy week this past week. Just doing my weekly maintenance, just getting my truck back together, doing a little maintenance on my big guy. I had one of my nozzles clog up on the job. That's why I have a backup. That's why if I need to, I can grab that North Star right there. Works great with my 8 gallon per minute. So, ignore my junior mints there, milk, delicious. So, first thing, you can use a 9/16 socket here, and it'll loosen and tighten these heads on these surface cleaners here. This is the big guy, 28-inch. All these nozzles are the same for the most part, so the 9/16 should be able to get those off for you. And I just usually just hand tighten it because I don't want to use my socket wrench and make it too tight. But anyways, when your surface cleaner stops working, I made a video not too long ago. It's usually because that little bitty orifice there gets stuff clogged in it. So I have this little bag I keep with me. This is my handy dandy little toolbox here. And I keep my channel locks in here, all kinds of stuff. Extra nozzles, my shooter tip, extra ball valve, all kinds of stuff. Well, anyways, this is what I have in here to get all the debris, rubber, whatever, in my my nozzles out. Tweezers, those will fit inside there, pull out whatever's blocking it, and then that needle will fit in the orifice on top of the nozzle. And that saved me from having to buy a bunch of nozzles. Just keep using the same ones, and those 2 little tools there gets it out. And then if I need to, you know, swap these out on a job or unclog them on a job, it's not going to take too long. I forgot to put my socket set back in my truck, so instead of trying to fix it the other day, I just grabbed my 20-inch. It was a really small driveway, so I saved more time by just grabbing that. Well, anyways, I just want to show you that, guys. 9/16 socket gets the heads off of these, or these nozzles off these Whisper Wash surface cleaners, and I'm sure most surface cleaners out there. And get some tweezers and a little needle, and it'll help unclog those nozzles. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna get back to enjoying my junior mints.